are working on as a company. The second program would be the adventure and expedition aspect, and actually our company is actually in the midst of changing that as well. It used to be our adventure and expedition used to be merely a hike around the Lim Chu Kang area where we just walk for about 30 to 40 kilometers, and this year we're actually changing it to a cycling and kayaking expedition. So I guess it makes it more enjoyable for the boys and more it'll be a more fun experience, I guess, and it won't be that monotonous instead of just walking around.
So you see, you plan all these programs in BB.
Yeah.
Now think about, say, maybe let's say right now you plan program for, say, a bunch of kids in the neighborhood school. Do you think you can take your program to people?
Yes, definitely. For example, because the qualities they teach in BB, the stuff we teach are it can be already applied everywhere. Or you're asking if I can apply the programs in?
Correct.
Yeah, I feel that it is doable because the stuff we plan, the programs we plan, they're really useful. For example, we plan not just drill because perhaps the kids do not want to learn drill, but like stuff like first aid and life skills. These are extremely useful, and they're useful skills and good skills to know for everyone, not just used in the BV. So yeah, definitely could be applied in schools as well.
Okay, Benedict, should the preferences of your boys be taken into consideration when you plan activities for them? Should you consider their preferences?
The preferences section.
Yes. Like, for example, you mentioned that you're changing your expedition this year to kayaking and cycling.
Yeah, definitely. We always try to factor that in as well because, as I mentioned earlier, we try to make the programs as meaningful as possible, and for it to be meaningful, I think there has to be a certain percentage of a certain. There has to be there's some importance on how much the boys really enjoy it, because if they don't find it enjoyable and if they don't have fun doing it, then it really takes something out of their learning, because for example their attitude might be completely different. They might not even want to be there in the first place. So
Why should I tell you that a lot of boys don't enjoy first aid?
they don't enjoy first aid.
What they don't enjoy first aid?
Well, then I would firstly review the current first aid program because yeah, obviously we're not doing something right, and I feel that first aid is actually extremely useful and it's essential because when we go on expeditions and hikes like that, it could come in useful and handy. So if they do not enjoy the current program, the current way the first aid is being taught, then I would definitely review the program and then look at how we could improve. For example, we could implement games and stuff like that to make it more enjoyable for them.
Imagine right now you're brigade president, okay, or vice president of programs. You can introduce one program or modify one program. Tell us which one will be and how you will change it.
I would actually modify the company's LDC camp because as I mentioned earlier, once again, the BD is based on the twin pillars of discipline and spirit and Christian growth, and I feel that actually at times many of our camps are too heavily focused on the discipline aspect of things. For example, we have hours and hours of drill, or we have tough.
This is our HQ's LDC. A lot of drill.
Yeah. Oh, I was
HQ LDC
talking.
a lot of drill.
No, I was talking about my company's.
But I said you go introduce the brigade.
Oh, right. Okay. No, actually, I've not attended any brigade level LDC.
So how do you get to
I would-
how do you get to this place?
Huh?
So, I mean, what do you want to modify or introduce to the brigade?
Okay, I guess I would modify the SGB, the charity gift box, because I think currently many boys go for the SGB. They treat it as like a 2-day 12-hour waste of time, really, to be honest. They feel that they're just like simply placed in certain stations around Singapore just to collect food items, and I would try to make it more meaningful. For example, there has to be a certain like we could educate the boys on really the importance and of what we're doing and how it really impacts lives all over Singapore and yeah, and that would be something I'll be looking into to make it more meaningful for the boys as well.
How? So just talk what's that? Tell them that it's very meaningful, then make it meaningful.
No, I think it's what's important is to have really more hands-on experience for the boys. For example,
Wait, how's
when
it
I was
not
in
hands-on?
hands-on as in there should be more interaction with the needy, and it shouldn't be just packing of food. When I was in Sec 3, actually, I was simply stationed at a shopping center for 2 days, 12 hours per day, and didn't feel very meaningless for me because I wasn't
It feels really meaningless.
yeah, sorry, it didn't feel meaningful for me because I wasn't exposed to I didn't actually see what the needy were like and what their and the state that they were in. So I was simply just collecting food and like shipping heavy stuff up and down. So in that way it wasn't meaningful for me. So perhaps one way we could do it is to have one day of yeah doing all those like heavy lifting and collection point stuff. And then the second day could be really interaction with the needy where we are really exposed to how to the kind of houses they live in, the kind of what they really live on, and then that I feel that would really make things more meaningful. Why cannot go?